So I'm heading back in from fishing, and I thought this would be a perfect time to do a walkthrough of my Bonafide 127. All right, let me start with the fact that this is a Bonafide 127. And let's start at the bow. So the very first thing at the bow is I have a light, and I have this mounted in a way where it just does this. This thing just slides in like this. And then when I'm not going to use it, I just take that off and it stores in the trunk of my car. I have a hog trough holder, which I made out of starboard, and it does a really good job at holding the catchboard. And how this is mounted on here, it is basically a Scotty mount. Same exact idea with the net. It is a Yak Attack folding net. And this does the same exact thing. It does fold like so. And it's also mounted on a Scotty mount. Now inside the hatch, I do have the hatch bin for the Bonafide. And also inside here, I have a few different things. I have a place to hold my battery, which will turn off and on the lights. There's lights here, actually, and they're throughout the boat. This is the plug-in for that light, and I would just plug it in if I wanted to use it. So now down inside here, you'll notice that I have the Yak Power box, which is powering the two systems that I have. I have one for lights, I have one for the forward light. And I also have a water alarm. I actually bought that at Home Depot, and I have it on a switch, and if it detects water in here, it'll sound like this. It'll make that type of noise if there's water inside here. The reasoning for me putting this in here is these sit on top kayaks. It's kind of tough, or you don't know you have water in it until it's actually too late. So that will prevent that from happening. Working my way back down onto back here. So this is a type of table or a stand that I made for holding my Garmin Striker 9. It does hold my phone as well. And the lights that are on this don't really do anything. At one time, they do power on because they are hooked up to the battery. They will power this on, which is a USB. So I do have USBs that I could power things with, like my phone or whatever. Open up the inside so you can see. I have everything wired nice and neatly. I keep my car key right here because it's in a waterproof container. And this battery that I'm using works really, really well. I can power this unit for 2 days. Right now it's got 13.1. When I recharge it, it will have 13.4. And I've been using this now for 2 trips already, and it's still working great. So the panel for the Yak Power on this boat is right here. First going to power it on like that, and then this turns on all of these running lights, which go from forward, mid, even in the back here. I got some blue ones and red ones back there. This one controls these white lights in case I got to photograph something. The same thing, there's two in the back that are white like this that will help light up things. The B is for the bow, which I don't have hooked up, which is that bow light. And these scupper plugs, these are actually made by Feel Free. I owned a Feel Free lure in the past, and one thing I liked about that boat is they had a good idea with their wheel and the keel and their scupper plugs. It's an awesome idea. They're actually hard to find, or I don't even know if they even make any other scupper plugs that have these little flaps on them like this. And these are made by Feel Free, and if you went on their website you can find them, and they're not that expensive. Inside the drawer, all these 127s come with a actual slide out drawer like this, where I keep soft plastics, where in this case right now it's just Pit Bosses. This is where I keep all of my camera equipment. Now on the seat itself, I use the seat straps for storage. This is where I have my pliers, and on the other side I tie off these different fish grips. I have a large one and a small pair of fish grips, and these are actually tied to the seat of the boat. Have a first aid kit. I think every person who does kayaking should have a first aid kit on their boat. The paddle itself, it is a Bending Branches paddle, Angler Ace, and I actually really like this paddle. It's an awesome paddle. I do have it on a tether so I don't lose it. Oh, I like to mention too, all these mods that I am showing you, I go through them individually on my channel. You can actually look on my channel and you'll see the net, you'll see the hog trough hole, the lights. So if it's something that you're seeing in this video, you can go back and look and you'll find all the other ones. So the gear track is new for this year. I think it's great. It actually moves my cam cleats forward. Before they were back here. I like it better where they are now. It's just easier to control. We'll go back on the other side so I can show you. So I have one cam cleat on each. I have a cam cleat on each side, and as you can see, they work so well for holding the boat secure. And when it comes time to bring the anchor back up, it's just a matter of doing this, and it comes right off very easily. Here down in the tank well, this is where I always keep a water back here. This is where the anchor actually lives, back in here. Again, I have those Feel Free anchor plugs in here. There's more lights, so at nighttime I would just have these running lights on, and these white lights would be for if I need to see inside my milk crate. Now the milk crate, this is one of the long milk crates. I think this is the 24 quart milk crate. Opens up just like this. What's nice about the Plano boxes is that they're compact in size, so I'm able to fit a lot of them in this box. There's tons of them. There's 11 boxes in here. That enables me to bring a lot of lures with me. If the fish are not biting, I have plenty of tackle to choose from to see what they will bite. And what I have done with this box as well, is I have made storage underneath here as well. I can put bug spray down there. I think right now I do have some clean wipes in there. So back here I have 5 rod holders, and I put them on a piece of king starboard like this, and I made them around this round pattern like this, so my rods would flare out a little bit more, instead of putting, if I just took these and stuck them one by one on here, they would be all crowded up with each other. So by adding this round to it, gives me a bigger footprint. That's why I made them round. It's a little bit more work, but I'm able to get 5 rod holders in the box compared to 4. That's why I did that. And in the back here, I made a starboard light holder, and this is also pretty much this, and this is a Scotty mount, and this is actually a road flare. It's hard to see because it's bright outside, but at night it's pretty bright. And I use the existing holes that are already in the kayak here. There's actually some bronze fittings right here that are in this Bonafide that are meant for a power pole. So I just used it to screw on this piece of starboard, and then from there I screwed on the Scotty mount, track mount. And the reason for doing that is I wanted to make it so I'm just not throwing holes all over my boat everywhere. And it's the same thought that I had when it comes to using the tracks. I want to use the track system that this boat came with. I would rather use that than make all kind of holes in it. The modifications that I have done to this boat, I also feel that will, if I turn around and sell it, it's not going to hurt the sail of the boat. I think the lights came out really nice, and all the other stuff just comes off the boat without having a footprint. The only footprint that is on the boat are both of these gear tracks back here and the lights. And I think if you're buying a boat like this, you're buying it to fish out of, so you're going to appreciate having the gear tracks, and you're going to appreciate having the lights. So this is my setup for this year. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video, and hopefully you actually got some inspiration from this video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. Bye.